All right, so I just wanted to check in with everyone today, keep the excitement and the momentum building in the group, all the things going. I think I was talking to Monica, I was talking to someone earlier today, and what I think is so amazing about the way this group has gone and the fire that it has lit is nothing changed. I didn't announce a new package for you guys to sell. I didn't even announce really any incentives for you guys other than being part of this group. We didn't give you a new product. You would think something big launched that propelled all of you guys, and it didn't. So I want you guys to remember this just shows you that everything you need to get where you want to be in your business, it's already within you. You just need a little gasoline on your fire sometimes.
Exactly.
Right? So right. I was thinking about that earlier, and I was telling Mike about it. I'm like, that's kind of the cool part about all this is it's not like when Slimming Gummies came out, everybody ran hard, which, by the way, I learned on a special call last night that we're about a week away from the delays hopefully going away. So we can get back into selling Slimming Gummies like normal and life can go back. I haven't even been talking about it just because I don't want people to have to wait 3 weeks. So fingers crossed, came out of Mark's mouth that we should be about a week away.
What really oddly, my March auto ship had Slimming Gummies on it. It had Slimming Gummies, it had the Slimming Tea, and it had Skinny Brew. And I got my Skinny or my Slimming Gummies before I got my Skinny Brew and my Skinny Tea. One day before. It came separately and it came one day before. I was like, wait, what? But the other 2 bottles that I purchased have not come yet.
I don't know what to say about Slimming Gummies. It's like they're their own country. I don't know.
They're so delicious.
They are so delicious. Yeah.
I know where mine are right now, and I'm about to go up to the post office in Akron and go say, I'm coming to get my stuff. My gummies up here in Akron, and I'm on my way. That's not even 20 minutes from my house. You ain't got to worry. Don't put them on the truck. I'm coming for them.
Right. I'm coming. I'm getting these.
Help you get those delivered.
We need our products. So I want to share something with you guys tonight. So I've been, we've talked a lot about recruiting and about following up, and sometimes there's people that tell us no. Sometimes there's people that we work on for a long time. So there's someone that I've been working on for a long time that I've talked a little bit about. She's a networker from another company, and she commented on my Cleanse post and said she wanted to buy Cleanse. And so I messaged her my link again for the 19th time. And then she said, I said, so you want to try some products? She said, yep, but I also want to consider the business. So I said, awesome. Do you want to place a customer order and go from there? What are you most comfortable with? Because she's legit told me she was joining 9 different times and she hasn't joined. So she said, no, I'm jumping all in. Awesome. Great. I said, let's do this. Here's my link. And then she at the same time had my link because I've sent it to her so many times. She said, is this valid? I said, yes. So that was on Tuesday in the morning. Tuesday at dinner time, she still hadn't signed up. And I texted her and said, hey, lady, are you signing up? She texted me the next day and said, whoops, lost track of time. Okay. That happens. Okay. So, all right. I'm just going to mute you guys out. Okay. So I said, LOL, no worries. Get signed up this morning because I had 3 customers to put in. If you can, and I'll enroll your first customer on your site today. I have a customer I need to put in this morning. She didn't respond. So that was Wednesday. That was 2 days ago. She still didn't sign up. So I texted her today and said, lady, send me your info and let's get you in the system. I can teach you how to earn a $10,000 bonus in 90 days. Let's do this. She sent me the emoji with the hearts for the eyes.
And it was done.
Okay. So I said, seriously, get me your info and I'll get you in the system. That was at 5. She texted me back just 40 minutes ago and said, if I had $1 for every network marketing person that said I'd be $1 billion richer, just saying. I suck at MLM. I always gave everything and I got nowhere fast. Okay, when I was recruiting this woman, she told me how good she did at her former company. So I said back, well, I didn't say anything to you about $1 billion, and I didn't say you would earn the bonus. I just said I could teach you how to do it. You told me you had great success at Melaleuca. I was following up with you only because you told me a couple days ago you were ready. At this point, I'm annoyed, like done. And I think she might have mental problems, if we're being real. So she said, just saying, LOL, Indeed did well with Melaleuca, yes, but I definitely hate the cult there. I love your enthusiasm in following you. Just that I don't see me doing so well after all that SHIT with Melaleuca. Okay. I said, I totally get it. You commented on my post, told me you wanted to order product. Then when I text you, you said you were ready to jump all in the business. And her response back was gun shy. Okay, I'm done. Next time she tells me she's ready, I'm going to send her a thumbs up. That's all I'm saying to her. So I'm sharing this with you guys because sometimes we get so desperate for our goals. We want to get where we want to be so bad that we put up with that kind of stuff. And you know, the saying, I said it the other day, but if you have to beg them to join, you're gonna have to beg them to stay. If you have to convince them to join, you're gonna be convincing them not to quit. And so I'm done with this lady. She's got my site. If she decides she's ready to join, she can sign up and then we'll chat. So I just want to share that with you guys so you know, like if you get someone that's a headache or a handful, if they're a headache or a handful to recruit, they're going to be a headache or a handful on your team. And some of you have been around here long enough to watch me boot a few of those headache and handful team members out the door. Some of you helped me boot some of them out their door. A couple of you smiling at me were in the inboxes of these people. So I just want you to keep that in mind when you're running hard, and we're all running really hard with this push group, and we're motivated, and we got to get that one distributor in, and we got to get those 3 customers, and we got to do those things, but be mindful of at what cost. You know, when you're dating and you meet the guy that you know is a loser, like we need to be smart enough to see the red flags and know that guy's a loser and not go on the date with him, right? When we were younger, we might have gone out with him. So just keep that in mind with your business. I know that it is a numbers game, so you want to present this to everybody and as many people as you can, but watch out for the warning signs. All right. So in the spirit of keeping this short and sweet, does anyone have anything they would like to say about the push group, or any questions or anything you need help with? No?
Well, this is Monica Beasley. Brady, I'm really happy and excited about the push group. I think this is what we needed all along to kind of get going. So you guys are gonna see me put all of mine in at one time, but I'm working and I'm gonna get there. So I just appreciate everybody and all the feedback. I really can't respond a whole lot because I'm at work all day. So I do peek at it every now and then, but I love it. So I thank you guys, and I thank you guys for even taking the time out for this group and meeting everybody. You guys have been phenomenal. So I appreciate everybody's spirit, and I'm gonna hang in here. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for that. That's awesome.
So I'm Rachel, and so I don't even know how I got in this group. I'm just being honest. And so it kind of like started popping up in my inbox. And so I was just like, but before it had popped up, I owned a childcare center for 11 years. And I closed it in April. I have a son who has serious strokes, okay? And so I didn't want to bring this COVID home, right? So I closed my daycare. So I've been closed for actually this month makes a year. So I've been closed for a year. But before I closed my center, I had started a body sculpting business in 2018. And so I incorporated It Works with my body sculpting. And so I never really did it for y'all. Like, to be honest, you know, I did it because it helps my clients. And so I was just kind of sitting at home, I guess about a month ago. And I was like, okay, I need to make $10,000 real life. Like, I just need to quit playing. Like, I'm going from making good money to like my husband take care of me now and just not really needing any money. And then I was just like, okay, either I'm gonna do it or I'm not. And so somehow I ran into your group, and then I made the then my grandmother passed, and I was like, I don't give a crap about your group no more. I was like, I don't care. And then you did this chat, and I don't even know, like, I was so lost. I don't even know how I got on this Zoom. And on the Zoom, you said something like, if you don't do this, you're gonna be kicked off. And I don't know why that pushed me, but in the middle of my sadness, I was like, she ain't kicking me out of shit. She ain't kicking me out of nothing. Like, no, she not, you know? And it's so funny because I don't even know why that motivated me. And like, I'm like crying, like sending stuff off, and I'm like, and so at the very last day, I was like, okay, God, if I don't get these 2 customers, I don't even care if I get kicked out. At least I feel like I'm at 400, I think already, sales volume. And that's really good for me at the beginning of the month, you know? So I was like, you know what, even if I get kicked out because I did this, people do things for me. Cause I'm a really good person. So if I tell people, hey, I need some celery sales, send me $43, girl, I screenshot it. I had $530 in my Cash App because people sent me money for celery and collagen. And so I sent it to, and so I don't lie because I have a seizure, so I'll forget. So with that being said, I can get people to buy from me. That's not the issue. The issue is getting people to become a loyal customer. And so y'all have pushed me into a different way of communicating of the importance of not just, oh, I'm making $10,000 my way. I'm making $10,000. That is coachable to anybody who want to join my team, because everybody is not me. You can't call people up who like, I love Rachel. She kept my kids. You know, I love Rachel. She's director of our church. I do this. Everybody not me. So y'all are teaching us a culture that everybody can do. And for that, I definitely appreciate it. And this was God sent, because I don't even know. I honestly don't know how I got in the group. I don't know if
Who
you
are
get
you
added.
under?
I'm under Tracy Fisher and Stephanie Allen. And
So
I guess
they added you.
so they added me. And
Yeah.
so it just kept popping in. And like I said, I don't even know what made me get on that call. I mean, I'm pretty sure my camera was off. I know darn well my camera was off the day I was on that, because I was crying buckets while y'all was talking. And when you tried to kick me off, I was like, the hell? She ain't kicking me off now. So it's just funny. And so thank you for the push. And it took, I mean, when I tell you, I got my customers the last day, my 2 customers. And so I got 3 so far. So I need 2 more, and I need a, and then I told you I was gonna go on Ruby, and I don't even have no people.
That's okay. You just gotta believe you're gonna go Ruby. You just have to believe you're gonna do it.
Go Ruby, like
See?
life, like I'm like, so I'm like, I don't. If you go back and look to the thing, you will see there's nobody but one person is on my paper when I sent it to you, and I skipped all the way back up to Ruby because I used to be a Ruby before, so I'm getting back there. But thank y'all so much. I won't take up everybody's time. I appreciate all the love and support in the group. Thank you, guys.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm so glad we're recording this. That's amazing. And so I know that, so Mike and I, we argued over that, that getting 2 customers by the 5th. And he was like, you're being too tough. I don't think you should do that. And I'm like, no, it's a push group for a reason. We need to push people. But then as I thought about it, after I announced it, I'm like, I announced, I'm not going to kick people out with their first challenge because it was only like 3 days, but I wanted you guys to see the fire and the intensity that I expect out of that group. And so I was actually talking to Monica about it on the phone today, and I was like, so on the 15th, if you haven't gotten, the 3 customers from the 6th through the 15th and the 1 distributor, I am going to have to remove people, but I don't want it to be a negative thing. That's what Monica and I were talking about. I don't want people to shut down because they got removed from a group. I want that to make you work even harder so you're not removed from the next month's group. Mm-hmm. And so, Mark does this with stuff. Mark Pentecost does different, they do the numbers, they do the winner's circle, they do the leadership retreats, they do this, they do that, they do all these different things, the Costa Rica trip. They do all that. And Mike and Mark have been friends for 17 years. We don't just automatically get to go to things because we're friends with Mark outside of, being distributors. So you know, we have to work hard for the things we want too. And it drives a lot of people. I'm not someone who, like the winner's circle, that's great. That's fun. I'm not driving myself for the points because I'm more focused on you guys. So like giving all my customers away takes my points away for the winner's circle. But that does drive a lot of people in push groups. The company, a lot of the leaders do groups like this because it pushes you. So, you know, Mike and we got to go to Costa Rica in 2019. We were in the top 20. We were in the top 10 at one point, in the top 20 another point that year in our first year. And so we got invited to go to Costa Rica. That was the 2019 leadership retreat. They just did the premiere earlier this year. We were not invited. We were not part of that. While it sucked to watch everybody that I was like I was hanging out. I was there with you guys all last year. Like I was part of that. That sucked, but it wasn't our time. So I want you to be mindful of that. I really don't want this to be something that is a negative. If something happens and you do get removed on the 15th, you have a chance to be at it again on the 1st, because I'm going to keep doing these. And every month we're going to do them different. So I just want to say that, because I know there was a handful of people. I mean, there was 5-6 people that were legit thought they were getting kicked out. They thought because they didn't get their customers, they were done in the group, and they were salty. Just like Rachel was saying, you're not kicking me out. And so I don't want it to be that way. I want that to fuel you. It's just like the numbers. They launch the numbers every year, and your business changes every quarter. It changes every year. Some years you have great years. Some years you have years that aren't so great. It's going to be like that in any business, as any entrepreneur. And so I remember the first time, like I said, we were in the top 10, top 20. We've been in the 80s. Then the first time we weren't in the top 200, I was mad. I was mad. I was mad at Mike. He should have done, he should have gotten us in there. I was mad at myself. But that's just how your business goes. And that just shows you okay, we need to step up our game a little bit. Or okay, we need to switch something that we're doing. So I just want to get that out of there. And you guys will experience that. You'll hit a rank, you'll drop a rank. Your business is going to go through seasons. And no matter what season you're in, you're going to be in peaks and valleys. You have to stay like this through all of them. You have to know that it's just a season. Look at entrepreneurs. Look at if you own a restaurant and there's slow seasons in restaurants. Look at COVID. If you own a restaurant, many restaurants didn't even recover from COVID. So every business owner goes through highs and lows and all the things, and this is no different. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys are all truly looking at this, not just oh, it's my little side business. You're an entrepreneur. You own a business. Just because it's not a brick and mortar with overhead costs and employees and all those things, it is a business. And your auto ship, your host to post, those are things that you need to budget in your mind monthly as your business expenses if you're serious about your business. So I want you guys all to look at it that way. And they're all write-offs. Y'all, they're all write-offs. You can write off so much with this business. So much. I've talked a lot about that, but if y'all knew, our accountant literally lets us write off everything but kids and groceries. So yeah.
I am a beast with taxes.
See? Yeah. Our accountant's so good, he gets us refunds. Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to call out my girl Nia. She called me out, y'all. I didn't even know people were paying attention that my name hadn't popped up between the 1st and the 5th. And when Nia just was like, "Come on, Monica," I was like, "Oh, my boo!" I needed that little extra, somebody paying attention, but let me get on my game. And that just that was that extra push I needed. So I appreciated that, Nia. I was like, "Oh, she cared about me and she looking out for me." So I appreciate it.
Love you, girl.
I love that.
I love you.
See, and you guys can push each other. It doesn't. Oh, Frank. I saw that. I hope that wasn't dinner. you guys can push each other. So it doesn't need to just be me. Like I'm trying to keep it exciting and keep you guys moving. But when you guys get in there and you push each other or you rally each other, look through the group. You can, if you go into the group chat and touch the top where the name is, it'll show you all the group members. So if you touch April Push Chat, oh, Miracle, yay. I'm glad you're on here. Miracle is new on our team. If you go to April Push Chat, I'm just gonna mute everybody, but you can unmute to talk. Hit the April Push Chat. It'll say see all group members. You can look through the group members. If you see a name of someone that hasn't been active, call them out. Like, hey, Miracle, where are you at, girl? How's it going? What can we do? How can we help you? How can we encourage you today? Like, call each other out. So help each other stay accountable. Go ahead, Courtney.
Some of us are just shy, okay? I'm just gonna throw that out there, okay? Some of them that'd be me, but
So somebody needs to call Courtney out in the next day or two.
I don't think that that's necessary, but just some of us are shy, okay? So, I mean, I'll wave. I'm gonna make sure I wave at least once a day now, just so y'all know I'm still here, and I'm still here, but I just want to let you know that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that.
Thank you. Rachel.
Oh, and just a reminder, don't forget to go to my TikTok and do the celery thing.
Oh yeah.
I did it this morning.
I need to go watch it.
But I probably should have practiced because my face was a little ugly. So I'm gonna do another one. I had never tasted before. So I think
when you did it on video the first time?
And it was like, and I was like, oh, then I was like, well, it's not that nasty.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? It is what it is.
Hey, it was real and raw. Which one? All right. Salute to the. I'll come back and watch it. I just followed you. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that was, I think Bianca or someone told me, I was joking on one of the calls the other night about how some mornings I talk to my celery like, all right, like it's not that bad. Some mornings I just drink it with no problem. Some mornings I'm like, come on, you can do this. You can do this. You can drink this. I need to go live or do a video those mornings and be like, yes, I'm talking to my celery. Sometimes it doesn't taste good to me. Like, you know what I mean? Just be funny about it.
Wasn't it Ashley Mayfield that called it dragon juice when it first came out?
That wouldn't surprise me. She came out the first day we launched our celery challenge. She thought she was being funny, and she lined up like 10 Dixie cups with celery, and she was like gonna pretend to do shots, but I don't think she had tasted it yet. And so instead of chugging it all at once, she did the first one and almost puked and had like 10 more to go. Oh my God, it was hilarious. We all were dying because we all had to go live every day for 10 days. That was a challenge.
She had the hashtag dragon juice for the longest time. I was like, how is I supposed to sell this stuff? Like, you don't want dragon juice.
She did have it hashtag dragon juice. I remember that. And I used to watch her gag every day for 10 days. I got up to watch Ashley gag on that celery juice.
Yes, see, but everybody tuned in to see it. So that's something you guys, we need to be doing. She came out the next day. She came out the second day and she had paper towels shoved in her nose. Not just like where you couldn't see it. They were like hanging down to here. And she had like this weird romper pajama thing on. And she made like a spectacle about it every day for 10 days. So we should get back to that. Let's challenge people to do a celery challenge and to go live, even if it's nasty, gag your way through it. That's marketing. That's funny that some of you guys remember that. I forgot about that.
Brandy, I do want to add, because I think everybody is part of teams that know about like how we did the 90-day challenge and is wrapping up. So it is open for you guys if you want to join the next challenge. I had talked to Brandy about this once we decided we were going to do it again. I'll be honest with you guys, this was what helped me get Ruby in January, because we advertised in December, and then come January, our loyal customers who had joined, those sales pushed me to Ruby. So we'll talk more about it, but just I wanted to talk with you guys about it again. Like that's another tool for our business to help us get to where we need to go. And we'll have some more things worked out. But if you guys want to join meetings with us on Sunday, let me know so you guys can know more about that. But definitely use that as a tool to help your business.
So, and I'll share this in the group. I just got a message from a customer yesterday that said, so I weighed myself this morning. I've lost 35 pounds. I knew I was losing inches, but I wasn't paying attention to the weight. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Remind me what products you're taking. Gummies. This girl's lost 35 pounds with 3 bottles of gummies. Like, whoa. So I'm going to share that I'm going to remove her name and stuff. So you guys can share it if you want, but that's incredible. So we need to make sure we're sharing those stories. And that's getting people in the challenge. You're getting them committed to 90 days. So it makes the auto ship not seem as scary to a new customer because they're joining the challenge. We can do some more of the free scans when they join so they can do their scan and see their body fat when they join, whatever. But people are then sharing their results, and then we can share those with our potentials, share them on Facebook, whatever. So the challenges are really good. And Monica does a really good job of leading it. I kudos to you for doing that because we have so many things going on. You did a really good job with that. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to add? You know, Courtney and I go to bed at like 7:30, so.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know, because you know we can't take medical claims or nothing like that, but what do you do when you see someone that you love saying that they got like a health problem, a certain health problem that you've seen that someone in our group chat said they have the same thing and they tell what they use, stuff like that? How do you go about starting off a conversation like out of middle of nowhere and you like that what is the name of that?
Fibromyalgia.
Yes. I just found out that my nephew's grandmother has it, but you can't tell her age by looking at her. She's so pretty, but she look young. She has it, and she's been suffering from it, and keep putting on posts on Facebook how much she's hurting and stuff like that. And I just don't like seeing someone hurt like that. So I was wondering, how do you go about starting a conversation on that?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so how I would do is I'd be like, hey, you know what? I'm with It Works, and I was on one of the calls one day, and this girl was talking about she had fibromyalgia. Now my ears was like, what? I know somebody with that disorder. And so I tuned in, and she was saying these great products that work for her. I don't lie. When I take collagen every day, because fibromyalgia is like the stupidest disorder in life. Like your body just hurts, your nail beds hurt, your hair follicles hurt on days. And there's days you just ask God, like, why am I here? Like, I'm pretty sure I could be in heaven, enjoying heaven besides being in pain all day. So it also affects us mentally. And I think you had said, Brandy, that you had a autoimmune disorder. So I know that I don't know which one you have, but I'm pretty sure you feel the same way a lot of times. But yeah. I just started the celery because someone in I don't know which group it was talking about it was really good with lupus and stuff. Yeah, I don't know who that was, but so I just started the celery. But yes, if you're genuine, if you really want to bring it to her attention because you don't want her to be in pain, genuinely tell her. I heard somebody and they take celery every day. They take collagen every day, and so that way she knows that you're genuine. Because if you tell me something that's genuine, I'm listening.
No, that's great, and I think the big difference, Priscilla, is just making sure that you're not saying it's going to cure anything, it's going to treat anything. But if you say, like Rachel said, hey, a girl on my team was just talking about that, or I was just on a call the other day and someone was talking about that, and I know that the celery and the collagen help her manage her fibromyalgia. Like something like that. You're not saying it's going to cure, it's not going to treat, so you're not making any claims. Go ahead, Courtney.
I would also add, just like, I would make sure that you do it private message and just say, hey, how's your fibromyalgia going? I noticed that you've been posting, and I offer the solution that we have. Mike was so clear about what we do. and you're offering the solution to them. So, and it's not necessarily a cure, but hey, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, there was somebody on our team that said that this has significantly helped them. I'd really, really love to try and put either some samples or put this in your hands somehow for you to try it and see if this is going to help, you know, lift some of the pain or some of, you know, the symptoms that are holding her back. But that's how I would start the conversation if that's what the question was.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, just be careful with your words. That's
yeah,
it.
and I've also found that those who like, I don't know if my doctor, and I flat out tell them, here's the ingredient list, take it to your doctor. And it slows them down, like, wait a minute, whoa, wait, you give me an ingredient list. I'm like, yeah, take it to your doctor, see what your doctors say, and they'll come back.
Yep. And if it's something, so like celery or collagen, so like celery, I have Epstein-Barr, and celery is supposed to help with Epstein-Barr. Celery is supposed to kill strep, like lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol, all these things. Well, obviously I don't say that. On my stories, I stick to the same 5, like helps with acne, inflammation, bloating, digestive issues, whatever. But I say like so many more things. It can help with viruses, like go Google the benefits. So what you can do is send them the benefits of celery juice and whatever's listed on it, and or collagen. What are the benefits of collagen? You could Google collagen and fibromyalgia and send them a little blurb about collagen and fibromyalgia. And then that gives it a little bit more credibility. And for the celery, you're not supposed to mix it with anything. You're supposed to drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach by itself. Sundiata said you can mix it with orange juice if you need something. It works best though not mixed with anything, but it's better to mix it with something and take it than I guess to not take it at all. But Priscilla, I think you should order it and go live every morning for 10 days and let us watch you try and get through the taste without anything in it.
And I just wanted to say real quick that I'm about to get back on the celery. I tried it. It was yuck. I did it for like half the jar and I just didn't want to continue, but I'm about to order some more. And I wanted to say that the collagen, I genuinely can tell a difference in like the way my knees ache when I'm not taking it. But when I start taking it again, my knees aren't cracking like they like they're 35, 45, 55. My knees, arthritis runs in my family and they start young. So I noticed that the collagen does help, just if you needed another testimony.
No, that's awesome. And you know, Priscilla, you just said in the chat, chug it like a nasty beer. I told you guys, make up your own campaign around that. How many friends do you know that will go chug a beer or they go out drinking and they rip shots? Nobody drinks shots because you're like, oh, that shot of tequila tastes good. Well, maybe some people think it tastes good, but it doesn't taste good. So how many times have you been in a bar and you've drank a shot and you've been like, after, right? Like, I feel like we've all been there, and you go back and drink another one 20 minutes later. So, you know, this could be about, you could brand it around drinking shots. We talked about this on the Zoom, I think on Wednesday. You're drinking shots for your health. It's like drinking that shot of tequila. You don't love the way it tastes, but you're drinking it. You drink shots of liquor for the benefits you get of getting drunk, right? You don't drink a shot because you're like, ooh, this is tasty. You drink it to get drunk. If you want to drink something to enjoy the taste, you drink a glass of wine or something like that. Let's be real, we're drinking shots to get wasted, okay? So you're drinking something nasty for the benefit you get out of it. So why should celery be any different? You're drinking something that kind of nasty for the benefits you get out of it. That's how I would talk about it.
And that's what I always tell people. Like, you take a shot because you like the way it makes you feel, right? It tastes gross, but you take it. Tequila is gross, but after a couple shots, you're gonna feel great. Same thing with with celery. You know, after a few shots of celery, you're gonna feel great. You're gonna start feeling some differences. So yeah, that's the way I say it.
I love it. Hey Mac, I see a naked baby over there. Hi Mac. He's like, who's talking to me?
I know, he actually loves FaceTime, so usually he's laughing, but it is late. So
Hey there. He's so cute. I know this was good. My cheeks are kind of hurting too. Okay, so we'll wrap this up. Remember, we've got to get 3 customers before the 15th, from the 6th to the 15th, and then 1 distributor. And I know that 1 distributor is going to be hard for some people. So this is where you've got to be recruiting the Instacart driver. You've got to be recruiting the waitress at the restaurant, the cashier. You think I'm joking and being funny? Who's ever been in public with me? Because that's what I do. I recruit people everywhere I go. So that's the intensity that you need to bring right now. You need to be writing your list. If you haven't wrote your list, like Miracle, I know you're really new. Watch the video that I shared, the Getting Started New DT Training. Write your list, and then let's go through your list and reach out to the people on there. And I promise you, you'll get some customers or a distributor. You will. So Miracle, if you want to connect, I know Priscilla and I are going to try and get her team on a call sometime this weekend. So maybe send Priscilla and I some times that work for you, and let's help you get started on those 6 customers to get your shopping spree. And then the qualifications obviously for the group. But seriously, I cannot stress this enough, you guys. You need to run hard for this, but don't let it rock your world and devastate you if you don't make the cut on the 15th. It's just like trying out for cheerleading, Monica, your daughter. Like, if she doesn't make it, she's going to be devastated, but she's going to try out again next year. And she's going to work even harder in that off time where she's not able to cheer to make sure she doesn't miss a beat to make it the next year. So we got to look at it this way, okay? So if you need help, if you need an accountability partner, you need tips on something, just let one of us know. And we'll definitely help you. Okay?
There's no Saturday training tomorrow, is there?
I don't know.
Is the Houston thing tomorrow?
Oh,
time? Yes?
probably not.
Okay.
I wonder if we should do a quick one.
Well, I just saw that on the Road to VIP page, they're doing the power hours again. So that was the other reason why I was asking.
Okay, so we can plug in to those. Let's do that. Let's plug into those. And then I have a couple calls scheduled with a couple of you throughout the weekend. If anyone needs to get on a call or needs any help, send me a message. If you're a leader that wants to get their team on a call to try and get your team moving and all running together, let me know. I'm doing one for Monica and Bianca tomorrow. I have one scheduled for Panya. So seriously, let us know how we can help. Okay. All right. And if you're in Ohio, make sure you're in the Ohio chat. Because I talked to Amy today. She's super excited to host spring training.
You already know I'm going around the corner. I mean, she's not around the corner, but she is around the corner. But you already know I'm be pulling up.
You guys all better be there because it's so much fun and it's so good to see each other in person. Fly
out. Where you flying to? Ohio or Florida?
Either.
Right.
Amy told me today, she's like, just tell Mike that he'll be fine with Anya for 2 days and just fly in for it.
Come on. Just come on.
Yeah.
You should.
All right, guys.
Courtney said you need to leave the house. Come on, Courtney. We'll welcome you with open arms.
You would have a blast with them.
Where are you, Courtney?
She's in Maine.
I'm in really boring Maine, and we're still on such tight lockdown. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Like, they're limiting the amount of people allowed to go in Walmart.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Like, there's a line out the building still. And I'm like, for real, guys? Like, you guys are killing me. So I'm just itching to leave my house. I took my dog for a walk today. It was the highlight of my day.
Well, whenever you're in Ohio.
Well, I can be in Ohio at any time. I really can.
Oh yeah. Well, come to training.
For real. Call Amy.
What weekend is it?
The
24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, soon.
It's my daughter's birthday. Oh, that's fine. She'll just stay right behind. It's all good. All good.
You only be gone for like a day. You be back.
She's 10. She turns 10 that day. It's all
going to
good.
Ohio?
You're not going to Ohio. It's not Ohio.
Ohio.
It's Ohio.
Oh my gosh. Go too.
She wants to go to Ohio.
Hey, wait. Michelle, what are you eating?
What are you eating?
No, Rochelle.
Michelle.
What is she eating?
I was gonna say no.
She's hiding it.
Oh.
Is that a
That's why I
crab
look
leg?
good. Uh-huh.
You're muted. Dang, that
Never
looks
is.
good.
Butterfingers.
I'll unmute you. Oh,
I have butter all on my laptop now.
I love it.
You know what? Your eyes are too long. That's what old people call it.
your eyes are too long.
You must
That
be in the
happens to
South.
me.
You must be in the South. 'Cause that's something my grandma would say.
I'm in that Texas.
Uh-huh.
She
See.
tell my her state is closed. We open. They trying to kill us over here. You don't even have to
I
wear a
mean-
mask in Texas.
I live in Florida, so
Oh, girl, we gonna be dying together, girl.
Well, listen, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to escape to Florida or Texas or
Hi,
one,
Casey.
one of these free states. I got to get to one of the free states.
Free state.
She said one of these free states.
I got to
Brandy,
get
stop
out of
the
here.
recording. Stop the recording, Brandy. Turn the recording off.
I know, right?
Turn the recording off.
All right, recording is